Everyone seems to be mad at GitHub, and the reason for that is they went from a flat fee where you pay for a monthly subscription and you get a certain amount of usage to token-based billing. And obviously everyone is mad. Just one prompt and I got 50% of my whole month credits using Claude Sonnet 4.6 just from one prompt alone, and half of the usage is gone. Another person is saying last month I used 60% of my quota in an entire month, and this month I've blasted through 25% in just one day. And you have this exact experience over and over again. Here's another example and another one, which I really think is a sign of the times where these companies are simply not able anymore to foot the bill when it comes to tokens. I've talked about this in previous videos. They think that they are able to give tokens to customers at a very cheap price, and later when they increase the price to a more realistic one, customers will still stick around. But that's just not the case, and we've seen this story unfold over and over again, where people jump from Claude to ChatGPT, then back to Claude, based on which subscription gives them the most tokens and which company is willing to lose the most money to attract customers. And personally, I think this is even worse given the fact that LLMs make so many mistakes. If you pay for a Claude or ChatGPT subscription and you get a huge amount of tokens based on the money you're paying, you won't mind as much when Claude or GPT make mistakes. It's two completely different stories. To be able to tell Claude to do a task, it spends 1 hour doing it, and then at the end you see it did everything wrong, but you still have 99% of your usage left, and having the exact same situation where instead of having that 99% of your usage left, you only have, let's say, 50%. You will simply not tolerate those kinds of mistakes from the LLM. And this is exactly what we're seeing now as the prices of the LLMs are starting to become more realistic. We're starting to see how reliable these tools actually are, especially when it comes to coding. Because the workflow we got used to was to let the LLM do as many tries as possible and hope that one of those attempts would work. That again is feasible if we take into account that you're paying a monthly subscription where the amount of tokens that you get is 100 times the amount you're paying, but it's not feasible if you're paying for the tokens at the API rate. So it's interesting to see where this is going to end up leaving us as an industry, because we've gotten used to this way of working and now we need to adjust to this brand new reality where we actually need to care about the quality that comes out of the LLM, because that money comes directly from our pocket.